Hi, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about podcasts. I am absolutely addicted to podcasts, and they are my complete favourite exercise bribe. And in fact, I've reached the point now where I have listened to so many podcasts while I'm walking that I don't even need to bribe myself. It's one of my greatest pleasures is just getting away from everything, going for a walk and listening to a podcast. Now, there are loads and loads of podcasts out there. They're virtually all free. I've never heard of one that costs any money. Many awful ones. And I'm just going to give you here the pick of the ones that I find really interesting. And you can check them out yourself. I download them onto my iPhone and I go for a walk with them like that. So I don't know what your how you will listen to them, but I'll leave that one up to you. Okay, so the first one is Freakonomics. Now, you may well have heard of the book Freakonomics. And one of the authors, he does this show every week. And it's just a really interesting, it sort of turns conventional wisdom on its head. So here's some of the episodes. How safe is your job? Why doesn't everyone get the flu vaccine? What's the best exercise? That's a really interesting one. So you could listen to that while you're doing your exercise. Things about cats, the man who would be everything. Why do people keep having children? So yeah, really fascinating. I really like Freakonomics. Check it out. Okay. The next one is, it's just loading up, Small Business, Big Marketing. This is an Australian marketing guy called Tim, and he basically, every show he interviews a business owner about one aspect of their success. And sometimes you do have to wade through a few of the details to get to the gems. But what I like about Tim is he's very cheerful. So if you're feeling things are on top of you a bit, just to listen to him, his voice is as sunny as his smile. So yeah, I do like Small Business, Big Marketing. If you don't have your own business, then it might not be of so much interest to you. But, check it out and see. Okay, next one is called Here's the Thing. And this is where the actor Alec Baldwin interviews other famous people. So you can see some of the people that he's interviewed and he asks them, it's like an interesting conversation. I must say for myself, I haven't heard of all of them. For example, I've no idea who this guy is, Lorne Michaels or whoever he is. So for me, it's a little bit patchy, but it's still interesting. And I think Alec Baldwin is really quite a good interviewer. Okay, I'm going to put links to all of these in the underneath this video. Okay. Next one is the Psych Files. Okay. And the Psych Files is basically, I don't know who does it. I think he's just an amateur psychology buff. And he talks about a different aspect of psychology every week. So this one was about a really interesting episode I listened to the other day, about like how would it affect you if they did a funny trick with a rubber hand and things like that. What I really like about this show is he's very clear. I think there's a lot of high schoolers who listen to this to learn, they've got to write papers or whatever. So it's extremely clear. If you've never come across some of the concepts, it's really easy to listen to. And you can tell that he absolutely loves psychology. So I do find that really interesting. So check that one out. There's you can see he's got 235 episodes to choose from. And then we have my absolute favourite podcast of all time. And it's called Serial. Okay, now Serial takes the best of podcasting mixed with the best of Audible, and it's just absolutely addictive. What they do it in seasons, so they've only had one season, and what it is, season 1 follows the story of a young man who is imprisoned for the murder of his ex-girlfriend. But there's lots and lots of holes in the case. So it's basically a journalist who she's sort of digging up 15 years after the thing. And she talks to all the people. She talks to the guy in prison. And I was absolutely hooked on this. I couldn't stop listening to it. So if you wanted to do the strategy I mentioned about you're only allowed to listen to this when you're doing your exercise, it will really make you do your exercise because you spend your whole time going, I think he did it. No, I know he didn't do it. I think he did it. And it is truly, I just find it completely addictive. Unfortunately, I think there were just about 12 episodes for the first season, but they're going to be doing a different story. It says here sometime later in 2015. So that's a great one to get you started on because it is a serial. So you want to know what's going to happen in the next episode. Just really, really well produced. Okay, so I'll leave that with you. Oh, also, they've mentioned here, I can see, another one which I haven't listened to for a while, but it was really interesting, called This American Life, it's a bit like Freakonomics. And I will put a link to that underneath this video as well, because that's another good one to look for. So there you go. I haven't been into podcasts very long, and I'm sure there are lots more really good ones. But these are some ones that should get you going and hopefully get you exercising more. Cheers.